Okay, welcome to Dnnv, which stands for Deep Neural Network Visualization. Now, this web tool is used to display neural networks that are written in the proto-text file format. So today, we're just going to go over real quick how to use the tools and what it can be used for. So right now, we are on the home page of the app, and this is where you start out. And it gives you a brief overview of the application and a link to the editor and some neural network presets. Neural network presets, most users aren't going to use. They're just displays of some basic, well-known neural networks. So we're going to do what most users will do and launch the editor. Now here is where you're going to be spending most of your time in the app. There are three sort of main parts to this. On your left here, this is where the proto-text file will be entered and can be edited. So any changes you're going to make to the files, they're going to be done in this editor window. And then once you display it, they'll be displayed right here in the middle. So we'll actually demonstrate that later on, but here's just where all your nodes and everything will be shown. And this is for all the file management and user authentication stuff. Now, you can see most of it's blanked out right now because you don't get that until you actually log into the application. But to use this, you actually don't have to log in, but you have a very limited number of features. All you can do is enter in a proto-text file here on the left and visualize it. But when we're demonstrating this, we're actually going to go and log in just so we can show you the full range of features. Now, when logging in, you can create an account based off just a regular email, or you can actually use Google or GitHub accounts to log in and work in with Dnnv, but right now we're going to just use this basic example email. So we're logged in, and now that we're logged in, you can see we have access to all these features. So to start off, we're going to upload a graph, and when you upload a graph, it's going to upload a proto-text file from your computer. So right now we're in the file management system for my computer, and let's upload AlexNet34. So now that we submit that, and it uploads both to here and to our cloud storage. So this is now saved in our cloud storage and can be accessed at any time. But now that we're here, you can see this on the left is the text for AlexNet proto-text, and this is what it looks like. So you can scroll down and show you all of AlexNet. Now, one of the features of this web tool is that we can sort of change and move around these features. So if you want to try to make it a little easier to use, or you don't like how it's set up, you can change it, just drag and drop them, and if we want to say straighten out these arrows, you can do that. It's all fine. So another feature is, especially with larger neural networks, they can get really complex and oftentimes relatively repetitive. AlexNet's relatively short, but you can see it sort of follows this sort of same pattern with the convolutions and the norms. So say, just to make it smaller and easier to use, let's group some of these nodes together. So to group the nodes together, you're going to go to grouping, and it brings this up. So now we can click these, and we want to make all of these one big group. We click this check mark, and they've all been collapsed down into this group 1. So it just makes it slightly easier to look at. Everything's a little bit smaller. Everything looks just a little better. So instead of that long line of nodes, we now have just one big node. Okay. So now let's show you what happens when we change the actual proto-text file itself. Now, if you're going to be editing proto-text files, it's all going to be in here. Changing this stuff changes how it looks, but it actually doesn't change the neural network itself. So if we want to change some things up, it has to be done in here. So let's say we want to change the name of this first node from data to, let's just call it first node. Okay, so the changes, if we want to display it, And now you can see we now have first node. It's just a simple way, just a simple example of how changes to the neural network are updated and performed. So you type the changes, Shift-Enter visualizes it. Now say I really like that change, I like how it looks now, I can then go and save this file, and it'll be saved to my cloud storage. So now whenever I open this up again, it will have first node written up there. So, and let's say I'm really proud of this and I want to share it with another user of Dnnv. So to share, we go and we enter the email of the person we want to share with. In this case, it will be wcherry@email.sc.edu. All they have to have is a Dnnv account. If they don't have a Dnnv account, you can't share it with them. But wcherry does, so we can share this with him. If I want to give him write access, I would just submit it how it is now, and he'll have full access to the file just like you do. But let's say I just only want him to read, I don't want him messing around with anything, we'll just give him read-only access. So he'll only be able to read the file, but he won't be able to make any changes that he can save. So that's good. Now, let's say I want to leave a comment so that the other user knows exactly how I've changed the file, and let's say I want to leave changed data to first node. I'll send that, and when he opens up the comment window on his end, he'll be able to see that comment that I just made, and he'll be able to tell, okay, we changed data to first node, and then he can send me comments back, and we can do that back and forth as a way of communicating. Okay, now let's go and show you some of the other features we have. So, if you have multiple files and you're working on multiple neural networks, the ability to save multiple different files to the cloud is very useful. So the way you access all your files that are saved to the cloud are here in the file browser, and it brings up this window. And now here you can see I've got multiple versions of AlexNet here saved on to the cloud storage of Dnnv. So I've got AlexNet, AlexNet 41, etc. Now from here, there's multiple things we can do. We can open up these files, we can delete it, or we can check the file status, which just gives you the last time it was modified, so you can sort of tell if someone else has been editing your files. Again, they can only edit them if they've been giving access to them through the sharing feature. So let's say we want to go and open up AlexNet, upload and close network, and then boom, you see we're back to just regular old data at the top. So this is a different file with different node names. So those are sort of the main features. On this one we can do the same thing we've done with the last one, and now you should be able to use Dnnv and visualize all these neural networks, make your changes, save them, share with other users, and group all those nodes together to make them easier to see. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. Have a nice day.